then went on to complete her PhD in English from the University of Delaware, and she is now on the faculty at Cabrini College. When at Westchester University, Michelle was a very active student, as Killinger Hall has come to hold many special memories of her. She lived with the honor students. She served as an RA and worked in the Office of Service Learning and Volunteer Programs while meeting her lifelong friends. She credits her faculty, Kevin Dean, Rodney Mader, Mary Buckaloo, and her mentor, Maggie Tripp, for seeing the spark in her that she couldn't initially see herself. So, with that said, please join me in honoring Michelle Filley.
Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate that introduction. It is so humbling to be here in this position, and I'm so honored and I'm so thankful as I look out to all of the people who are here supporting me. I just thank you so much for those who nominated me and selected me for this honor. So as everyone, and let me go on record to say that I am the youngest here, and I am not old. I have a lot to do in my lifetime yet, but so that's why I get to go last. As we were all, saying, thinking back on our lives and different, points that really influenced us, I think back to my freshman year of high school. And I was 14 years old, first day of high school, and I go into social studies class, and my teacher came in and said to me that I was going to be his secretary. And that every day he would come in and he would say, "Philin, where are we?" And I would have to say where we were in the lesson, and I would have to tell him what he was going to lecture on that day. Now, as if this was not horrifying enough for a young girl to be called a secretary for a teacher, and Todd's looking at me like horrified, he then proceeded to tell me that I was stupid and that I was going to get nowhere in life. And he told me this often. I would get things wrong in class, and he would tell me that I was stupid and that I was going to get nowhere. He would say it in different ways every day, and I would come home and tell my mom these stories. And everyone just knew he was a legend, and but really, really abusive. And so, of course, as an educator, a lot of times we think about who is that teacher who really sparked you to be a teacher. And certainly I have those positive, wonderful teachers in my life. But that teacher haunts me to this day, obviously, decades later. And not surprisingly, that year was the worst academic year of my life. And I don't remember anything from that social studies class, but I remember how he made me feel. And thankfully, I have really wonderful, supportive parents who taught me values that raised my self-esteem and my self-efficacy and really made me the leader who I am, thankfully combating the things that I was hearing in that class. And I went on, of course, to be here at Westchester, and then again, surrounded by people who just raised me up and lifted me up in the leader who I was as a college student and who I still am. And I think about the importance of what we say to young people. And as an educator, I think all the time what comes out of my mouth and what I'm saying to students every day at Cabrini College. And obviously not every student deserves a gold star every day, especially when they don't show up or come late to my class. But I need to say really, really encouraging things to young people. And I think it's really important to know that whatever you dream, you can be. And certainly all the people who are mentioned in my bio and all of the mentors who are here tonight supporting me, faculty and staff, really saw something in me that I did not see when I was an undergraduate. Graduate school was not even in my vocabulary. And so when they said to me, "I really think you should apply to graduate school," I said, "Okay, well, maybe I'll just go for my master's degree, maybe." And then 6 years later, I was walking across that stage getting my doctorate. And because of those things that that teacher and other people had said to me, I doubted myself. Up until the moment they put that hood over my head and handed me that diploma, I doubted myself. I thought, man, can I really do it? Can I really make it? And I think it's really important for young people to hear that you can something that you know now that you wish that you would have known when you were a college student. And the one thing that I say to Westchester students is that you can do it. And that was one thing that I didn't know when I was in your seats. I didn't know that I could do it. And the reality is that if you graduate from this college and you take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, you can achieve anything that you dream. And certainly, I didn't even dream of being a college professor when I was a freshman in Killinger Hall. There wasn't a payphone when I was there. Yeah, that's how I went first. But you can really, truly dream and achieve anything. And so I'm grateful for everyone who influenced me in my 4 years here at Westchester. And I'm especially grateful to be receiving this award this year because it's a really big year for me, and my table has practiced this moment. Are you ready for this? So this year, I'm really, really excited because 3 months from right now, I'm going to be getting married. Ready?
Oh, yeah, amen. At last.
And so I'm really, really blessed to be marrying a man who supports me in every way and who makes me a better leader and who pushes me to be a better person and really encourages me in everything that I do. And so I'm so grateful for all of my friends and all